Hey everyone, welcome back. It's the first week in May to this week at the Chamber with Wilson and Bob, and a lot going on right now. Bob, tell me about.
Hey, a lot going on. And for all of our hospitality industry, the Small Business Administration Restaurant Revitalization Fund program kicks off today. The link, see the link here, it's open. If you're involved in the restaurant business, take advantage of this CARES Act funding through the Restaurant Revitalization Fund.
Yep, that's right. And coming up this week, we've got, now it's on me. We got Sidney Moncrief. He's going to be in town. He's actually going to be at the old junior high school in that gym. I think he played basketball in that gym, right, Bob? And
yeah, he did.
He wanted to talk about how a community center and organized youth sports had a major impact on him in his early childhood. And then we've got 3 ribbon cuttings, and those are starting with the Herd tomorrow morning at 9:30. That's Tuesday at 9:30, depending on when you're watching this. Followed by the Boone County Sheriff's Office. That's Wednesday at 1.
The new jail can accommodate 50 new prisoners.
Yeah, and then Bella Ella's food truck on Friday at 10 a.m. So a full week of ribbon cuttings. Glad to get back.
True. We've got that, and now to focus on workforce. Harrison High School is hosting on Tuesday an event inviting all of our prime businesses to come and visit with the students of all grades and tell them about their business industry and the opportunities that they have there. It's a great engagement with Harrison High School and all of our prime businesses. We're excited to do that, educating them, our students of all grades, about the opportunities that there are to work right here in Harrison the day they graduate from school. And then, we get an opportunity on Thursday with SERC-O de Mayo.
Yeah, their business after hours. We had JP&O had their first one, and SERC Physical Therapy is following with their own business after hours, but they put a little fun twist on it for SERC-O de Mayo, Wednesday, May 5th. They're having their business after hours. It's going to be starting at 4:30, and they're actually our special guest today. We had their team on. So thank you, Joni, Kayla, Lindsay, and Chris. Here's a little bit more about SERC. All right, hey, welcome the SERC team here this week at the Chamber. What's going on? Joni, tell me about SERC. For those that may not know, you're celebrating 5 years with the Chamber of Commerce, and I think we've got a special event coming up.
Yeah, so it's been an awesome last 5 years. I can't believe it. Celebrated our grand opening. Actually, it'd be 5 years in April. So we opened in December before that, and have grown tremendously over those 5 years. So we've got Dr. Chris Carroll, Dr. Lindsay Wade, and Dr. Kayla Leal. I'm Joni Shy.
I originally graduated from Nashville, Arkansas. That's where I'm originally from. And then I went to UCA to pursue my bachelor's and doctorate in health sciences and then physical therapy after that. And then I came to Harrison, started an orthopedic residency, graduated from that in December of 2019, and then sat for the OCS this past March.
So I'm originally from Bentonville, graduated, grew up there. I did my undergrad at University of Tulsa in athletic training, and then worked for that for a little while before I decided I wanted to go to PT school. So then I moved to Conway and went to PT school at UCA. I actually graduated with Chris. We were in PT school together. So then I was commuting to Harrison for a little while and ended up just absolutely falling in love with the community and my work family. And so I bought a house and moved here. It'll be actually just a year ago this week. So I've loved the community and so happy with that decision. And I'm currently in the orthopedic residency program, so studying what Chris just finished.
I'm Kayla Leal. I'm originally from Harrison. I graduated in 2013. I then went to Arkansas State and got my bachelor's in exercise science and decided to stay to get my doctorate of physical therapy there. While I was there, I kind of taught a few exercise classes and kind of got some experience there. And then I decided to move back after I was able to be a student at SERC and kind of work with Joni a little bit, and she wrangled me back in, and so I'm back home.
When I was there at your office or at your clinic, I guess I should say, tell me about some of, you mentioned blood flow restriction, sports metrics, all these things that to me are like real flashy, like, oh yeah, that sounds great. But tell me like a little bit of some of those things, what y'all do there day to day.
Okay, so blood flow restriction is a way that has come into the research recently that we can increase the strength of a muscle without loading it to the same extent that it would take normally. So we do that by restricting the blood flow to the extremity by 50 to 80%, depending on which extremity it is. And what it does is it tricks our muscles into thinking that they're working harder than they actually are. So with that, we're able to get the same strength gains and muscle gains as if we were lifting very heavy weights without any weight, or sometimes very lightweight.
Some things to add on to what Chris said. Some of the benefits, like he said, is if you have restrictions or too much pain to do any heavy lifting, you can still get some of those strength gains with less pain, and you actually don't really get very sore from it. It feels like you're doing a super heavy workout, your muscles are on fire, but you don't have that muscle breakdown and that burn the next day.
Well, so don't I have smart people? I mean, look at what I'm surrounded with. I mean, I could just listen to them talk all day. So small town girl, Bergman, Arkansas, coming back. Yeah, and look what I get. I'm so blessed.
I'd say, and you mentioned, Lindsay, you mentioned something about post-op and bicep tears and things like that. I guess I often associate physical therapy like something went wrong and now we have to fix it, right? But when I was there, I guess a few weeks ago, you talked about some preventative stuff that you do. Is that where the sports metrics comes in? And Kayla, I think you've got maybe a lot of experience in some of that, but tell me about that.
Yeah, so we do a lot of prehab as well. So if someone has an injury and they know they have a surgery coming up, it's really great to see them before the surgery so we can get them strong, do a lot of education. They have better outcomes if they know what to expect on the other end and they're strong going into the surgery. So we've seen really great outcomes after the surgery for the patients that have done some prehab before then. And then as far as preventative, that would be more in the athletic department, the sports metrics, what Kayla's going to talk about. So that would be like some ACL prevention, sports injury stuff.
So it's a 6-week program and a lot of plyometrics. So on their first day, we take a lot of different range of motions and measurements and stuff, watch their jumping mechanics, landing mechanics, and running, analyze those different things, put them through a 6-week program of basically straight plyometrics, correct how they jump, their landing, and then retest them again at the end of it and kind of see how they've improved. And it's really incredible. So not only do they become safer athletes and they have a lot less likely to injure themselves, they are better athletes. So they have a lot of gains in strength, their verticals improve, their 40-yard dashes improve. So it's just kind of really neat to see.
So that would be a complement to somebody's workout and training program. So they'd go through all their weightlifting, their practices like normal, but they would complement it with some of the sports metrics that helps them be safer, use their body more efficiently, that sort of thing.
Yeah, there's some basic metrics that we will clear them before we even put them through the program. So it's very, very intense. But they have to go through clearance of some specific measurements and angles and so forth before we'll even allow them to join the program.
Well, I looked the other day on our website, and Joni and I are the only certified people to do this, I think within 60 miles. I think the closest was either Mountain Home or Fayetteville.
All right. Okay. So what we haven't talked about yet is, I guess, the reason that we started the call in the first place, which is your business after hours. Coming up on May 5th, I think Chris came up with a cool name or what's the theme? Chris, tell me about what we're doing on May 5th.
So on May 5th, since it's Cinco de Mayo, we renamed it for our business after hours SERC-O de Mayo. So it's going to be a little bit of a celebration for SERC, celebrating 5 years, similar to the way that Cinco de Mayo is celebrating heritage. Yes.
Nice. Nice.
So we're going to be having, we're going to be open kind of I think it's 4:30 to 6:30. We're going to have some tacos, some door prizes. We're all going to be kind of standing around doing some different demonstrations available for you to ask any questions you need to. It's just going to be kind of a laid back, fun time to celebrate us and get to know us and what we do a little bit better.
So lots of prizes, good food. 4:30 on May 5th for SERC-O de Mayo.
SERC-O de Mayo. We're excited to see everybody.
Yeah.
Yes.
May 5th.
Yeah.
So by the time, so when this goes live, it'll be Monday. When this full interview goes live, it'll be Monday. So I guess we should say we'll see you on Wednesday. We'll see you on SERC-O de Mayo.
See you on SERC-O de Mayo.
Yep. See you on Wednesday.
See you then.